Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday, April the 14th, 2017, year of our Lord. Today is Good Friday. We wish you Good Friday blessings and especially a very happy Easter. We hope everyone is okay today. We are sorry that we had a little bit of a delay. We had lightning in the area today. And we are going to get this baseball game started. North Greenville Crusaders will be welcoming in the Pfeiffer Falcons today. I am Dave Parson, and we are glad you're with us. Once again, we did have a little bit of a lightning delay. Teams are warming up now. We're anticipating a start in about 10 to 15 minutes. Before we get started, I wanted to run some of the starting pitching information past you. Starting for Pfeiffer today, number 24, Drew Wilson, a left-handed pitcher, senior. 13 appearances with a record of 3-5 and 1 save. He's pitched 53.2 innings, allowed 6 home runs, and has an earned run average of .503. He has allowed 37 total runs out of the 38 games. He's appeared in 13 of them. So with 37 runs allowed in 13 appearances, he indicates by stat sheet that he has a little bit of a control problem. Pfeiffer does come in having won their last outing against Emmanuel. And North Greenville comes in having won their last outing against Coker, a 10-1 victory. For North Greenville, their starting pitcher is going to be Tucker Burgess. Tucker wears number 40 and is pretty much the workhorse of this pitching staff for the Crusaders. Burgess's numbers coming in at a 2.77 ERA, has a 6-1 record. Has appeared in 61.2 innings, allowed 59 hits, 21 runs, had 69 strikeouts, and has allowed 6 home runs. Once again, he is pretty much the starter. This is a 3-game series with Pfeiffer. 1 game tonight, doubleheader tomorrow. We will not be bringing you the doubleheader broadcast tomorrow. We'll be across 414 over on the other side at Pepsi Stadium, bringing you lacrosse. We welcome you to join us as usual. Once again, we invite you to always come out to any of the live sporting events, even if you come out to the baseball doubleheader tomorrow. We appreciate you coming out, and we always appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. Once again, I am Dave Parson. I've got Wilka Haley on the control panel, and Tiffany is running the camera for us today. We are having the meeting now with the coaches at home plate. So I would anticipate the starting lineups and the national anthem in about another 2 to 3 minutes. But I did want to get you up to date. I can give you the starting lineups while we're waiting. Starting lineup for Pfeiffer today, leading off, is going to be Derek Perry playing second base, followed by Jordan Eckerd, the right fielder. Zach Scudder will be playing third. Tanner Mathis will be at first base, followed by Kirby Lambert, the left fielder. The catcher today for Pfeiffer is going to be Christian Marciano. In center field is going to be Xavier Rodriguez. The number 8 batter is going to be Gage Gant, the designated hitter. And Cody McKenzie will round out, and he will be playing shortstop for Pfeiffer. For the Crusaders, pretty much a standard lineup. Got a few little changes here. Starting off will be Clark Scalamaro in center field. Ryan Brown will bat second, left field. Conor Grant in right field. Cleanup batter today, Nathaniel Maggio. He'll be at first. Zach Kammerman is going to be the designated hitter today. He'll be followed by Andrew Frazier at shortstop. Bennett Hill at second base. Eric Gilbert will be the third baseman. And rounding out the lineup is Wheeler Smith, the catcher. Once again, we do thank you for joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. And we did have a little bit of a lightning delay. We never really saw much rain. There was a couple sprinkles, but it kind of went around us. Fortunately for that we're able to bring you baseball this afternoon. And it looks like the meeting at the mound is just about ready to conclude, and we're going to be having the lineups in just one moment. We're going to step away for the invocation and the anthem and the lineups, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments on the North Greenville Sports Network. And welcome back once again to North Greenville Crusaders baseball here at Ashmore Field. Once again, I am Dave Parson with your play-by-play today. Wilka Haley will be running the controls, and Tiffany Guff will be handling our camera today for you. We're just about ready to get underway. Again, we apologize that we've had a little bit of a delay. Was some lightning in the area, and as per NCAA rules, everybody had to clear. They even cleared the fans out of the stand area. And, of course, we had to vacate the broadcast booth. But we're ready to go now. North Greenville coming in, having beat Coker their last time out, 10-1. A very good game for North Greenville. Pfeiffer coming in today won their last game against Emmanuel. And the players take the field, so we'll be ready to go here with baseball in just a couple seconds. Once again, leading off for Pfeiffer is going to be the second baseman, number 8, Derek Perry. Information on Derek Perry, a junior, playing second base, sometimes catcher, has appeared in 36 of the 38 games, scored 24 runs on 36 hits, has had 9 doubles, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs, and a batting average of .265. Very good leadoff batter for Pfeiffer. Tucker Burgess warming up for North Greenville. We have an overcast sky. There are some blue areas. We've had some pop-up showers in the area. And again, once again, we had that lightning delay. But we think everything's in the clear now. At least the Weather Service has given a clear. As we're just about ready to get this game underway. Should be about a 3-hour contest. Once again, the first game of 3 with a doubleheader tomorrow. And at the risk of repeating, we will not be broadcasting tomorrow's baseball. The broadcast team is scheduled to broadcast lacrosse over at Pepsi Field on the other side of the campus. We're pleased to bring you any and all that we can from North Greenville Sports as we are quickly winding down the 2016-2017 year. Here's Burgess with the first pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Perry got a good look to see what Burgess is going to deliver. Wind up and delivery, a little outside, ball 1. 1-1 now on Perry. Burgess working rather quickly here in the first inning. Hard hit ball, and it's going to be fair over in the left field area, and this is going to be a stand-up double. Leadoff double for Perry is very good for Pfeiffer. Get them started out now. It's going to bring up the right fielder, number 9, Jordan Eckerd. Jordan Eckerd is a junior outfielder. Scored 18 runs on 27 hits coming into today. Waiting for Burgess to deliver the first pitch. I wonder if Burgess was just a little bit too quick on his deliveries. Look back at second. Runner is well off the bag, but nobody there to take the throw. Eckerd gets a sign from third and will step back in now. Burgess will now work from the stretch. The wind up and delivery. Swung and missed. Strike 1. Outfield playing mid-range. Now Perry leads off second. Has a nice leadoff. Shortstop trying to keep him honest. Throw back is over the shortstop's head to center field, but no advance from the runner. Crusaders obviously trying to send a signal to Pfeiffer that we're going to be watching every runner today. Not going to give anything free. And Burgess delivers inside. Ball 1, 1-1 now. Once again, Eckerd is the right fielder for Pfeiffer. Burgess gets the sign from the catcher. Finally gets the one he likes. Swung on and hit right over the third baseman's head. The runner will advance from second to third. So that'll be a hit. Second hit of the game now. It's going to bring up Zach Scudder, the third baseman for Pfeiffer. And Pfeiffer looks to get on the board early. Burgess looking in now for the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Burgess that time. Scudder is a senior. Scored 32 runs, 44 hits this year. Second pitch is right down the middle, strike 2. Scudder looking to just get the ball in play, get the runner in from third. Good, solid swing. First strikeout today for Burgess. That'll bring up the cleanup batter, number 1, Tanner Mathis. Burgess still working from the stretch. Pitch is just outside, ball 1. Burgess trying to keep everything low now. Trying to get a ground ball if he can. Keep everything in the infield. Keep that runner at third. And another pitch right down the middle. 1-1 now. As mentioned earlier, Burgess is a workhorse for this team. He's pretty much been the starting pitcher in all these 3-game series. Throw to first is not in time. Runner at third looking, but nothing there. Once again, that same message being sent that we are going to watch every runner today. Wind up in the pitch, and it's low and outside. Ball 2, strike 1. Perry is still at third. Jordan Eckerd standing at first base now. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back. Count is now even at 2-2. With the message being sent by the Crusaders to the Falcons that we're going to watch every runner, Eckerd at first base has not made any effort to indicate he's going to try to steal second. Here's the pitch, a little high. Full count now, 1 out. Crusaders trying to keep the score tied at 0. If they can get this second out, that'll be a good step on getting that accomplished. Here's the pitch. High hit to center field is going to drop. Runner's going to score. Play is at second, and the runner was closer to second than first, so he's safe. So Perry's going to score. And that's going to be scored a hit. It's going to move Eckerd to second now. Mathis will be standing at first base. 1 out. And we have 1 run in. So 3 hits in the inning. Not a very good start for Burgess. Not what he's used to doing. As the left-hander will step in to now. Timeout called. Left-hander is going to be Kirby Lambert, the left fielder. Burgess gets the sign he likes. First pitch is strike. Burgess is still pitching from the stretch. He's not going into the windup. Not at this point. Quick look back at second and then delivery. Swung on and hit and sliced foul down the left field side. The ball hit the fence, the left field out of bounds fence, and actually ricocheted back into the playing area, so the umpires called time until the ball's retrieved. So Kirby Lambert's going to see the next pitch. Swung on, hit, fouled straight back this time. Back up to the parking area. And Lambert's quickly looking at 0-2. Next pitch is high. Ball 1. Lambert watching every pitch with intent eyes. Everybody's ready again. Swung on and hit just a little bit under the ball. Fouled it right back to the screen. We're still at 1-2. Once again, the Crusaders would love to get this out. Record that second out. At least stop the bleeding at 1 run. As Pfeiffer has taken the early lead in this game. And he gets the strikeout. That's the second strikeout of the inning for Burgess. That's going to bring up now the catcher, Christian Marciano. Marciano, the right-handed batter, a junior. Scored 14 runs on 18 hits this year. Appeared in 22 games. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Great crowd tonight up on the hill, or this afternoon up on the hill. Some people have to work, some people not on Good Friday. We welcome those people to see the game here. Next pitch, low and outside. Ball 2 now. Burgess has to be careful not to load the bases. Once again, Burgess trying to keep the ball low, to keep the ball on the ground, hopefully still in the infield. Nothing doing. High pop up. Right field. And is caught for the third out. So that'll retire the side for the Falcons. Pfeiffer with 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base, 2 strikeouts. 1-0 Pfeiffer. And we'll go to the North Greenville half of the first inning. We'll step away for just a moment and be back on the North Greenville Sports Network. And welcome back to Crusader Baseball on the North Greenville Sports Network. As we go to the bottom of the first inning now, Crusaders' first attempt at bat. Leading off for the Crusaders, the center fielder, number 7, Clark Scalamaro. Numbers on Scalamaro: 169 at bats, 51 runs scored on 62 hits. Hard hit ball over to right field for the first out. That's going to bring up the left fielder now, Ryan Brown. Wilson delivers. First pitch, a little high, ball 1. Next pitch is low and outside, ball 2. Count now goes to 2-1. Wilson looking in for the next pitch. Swung on and hit. Hard hit. High in the air to center field. Moving in and with the catch is going to be the center fielder. And that will be the second inning. Or the second out for the inning, excuse me. That's going to bring up Conor Grant, the right fielder. And if you follow North Greenville baseball, you saw Conor Grant make a fantastic catch about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, out in right field, robbing a home run, actually extending himself completely over the fence. Lays down a bunt, pops it up right into the North Greenville dugout. Just a little weather update. We are getting a few showers now. Nothing to cause delay in play. But another system moving through. Numbers on Conor Grant: 7 home runs for Conor Grant. 56 hits, 41 runs. Pitch called strike 2. So quickly Grant gets in a hole. The left-hander Wilson taking his time. Pitch is outside. Falcons were heading to the dugout. They thought that inning was over. Conor Grant gets ready for the next pitch. Swung on and hit, fouled back. Just past the fans up on the hill. Rain is intensifying a little bit. I don't see any grounds crew getting ready for the tarp. Ball is swung on and hit to right field deep. And that will be a hit. So put Conor Grant at first now. 2 outs. 1-0 in favor of Pfeiffer. Is going to bring up Nathaniel Maggio, who still has the challenge of trying to put one into the broadcast booth here in right center field. Hard hit ball. Straight up, right through the chimney, over toward the dugout. And just misses the dugout. And I expect we're going to see a delay now, as we just saw lightning in the area. I'm surprised the umpires didn't see it and call something. Just bear with us. You might want to hold off on your chips and Pepsi for a little while, as thunder's rolling and we might see a delay. Wilson going to go ahead and throw to first. Nothing there. That system seems to be a little bit west of us, moving to the south, so it may actually pass by the ballpark. Next pitch is way outside. Maggio looking at 1-1 now, with 2 outs. That foul ball, Maggio took 15 seconds for it, finally came back there way high. There's a long hit, deep, 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 and gone. Oh, that was 30 feet over the fence. Maggio right into left center field. And that quickly, North Greenville takes the lead 2-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Nathaniel Maggio, that will be his 9th home run on the year as he clears the bases. And Wilson wondering, what did I do wrong? So Grant will score on the home run as well. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter now, Zach Kammerman, number 32. And if you know baseball, you're a designated hitter for one reason. And that's because you can hit. Don't have much on Kammerman. Everything is just showing zeros. He's played in 2 games this year, so this will be his 3rd game. The count is going to be even at 1 apiece. Once again, the outfield, normal depth, except for the left fielder, which is playing back about 15 steps from the fence. I think they've got the signal now that North Greenville wants to play long ball. Wilson delivers again. Swung on and missed. Brings the count to 2-2 now. Cameraman trying to get on the stat sheet. Crusaders quickly with 2 runs on 1 swing of the bat. Exactly what Coach Powell has been teaching all year. Pitch is right down the middle for a strikeout, and that'll end the inning for the Crusaders. So when we complete 1, the Crusaders 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. North Greenville Crusaders 2, Pfeiffer Falcons 1. As we head to the top of the 2nd, we'll be back in just 1 moment. Welcome back to Ashmore Field, home of the North Greenville Crusaders. As we begin the second inning, Xavier Rodriguez will lead off and look at first pitch outside, ball one. Rodriguez is a junior, plays outfield and also a left-handed pitcher. Has not had a home run all year, but has 2 triples. Batting average coming in at .394, which is pretty good on their 19-19 record. Squares to bunt and pulls it back for strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Rodriguez. Pitch is swung on and hit right to the shortstop. 1 hopper, and the throw is errant. Runner is safe. That's going to be an error. So put Rodriguez on at first. Nice clean hit. 1 hopper right to the shortstop. He just lost control of the ball, threw it to the outfield side of first, and was not catchable by Maggio. Now the throw over to first. Runner's back in time. Batter's going to be Gage Gant. Hope I'm pronouncing that first name right. Looks like Gage, might be Gauge. Pitch right down the middle, strike. Grant is the designated hitter today for the Falcons. Burgess delivers a little bit outside. 1-1 now the count on Gant. The rain has stopped. Next pitch just misses outside. 2-1 now. Burgess doesn't seem to be too worried about the runner at first, like he was in the first inning. Burgess steps off for a moment. Batter steps out. Burgess with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Also allowed 1 run on 3 hits. Throw back to first again. Runner's back. Some of the fans up at the stand still have their umbrellas up, so it might be raining a little bit now. We don't hear anything on the roof, so I think it's pretty much passed by us. Burgess now running the count to 2-1 as he gets a sign and ready to go to the stretch to Gant. Pitch is high. I'm sorry, that was 3-1. Called ball 4. So Gant will get the walk, and that'll push Rodriguez over to second. It's going to bring up the bottom of the order now. Cody McKenzie, the shortstop. Squares the bunt, lays it down. Foul to the right side. Numbers on Cody McKenzie, a senior. 116 at bats, 18 runs, 27 hits. 18 runs, 27 hits, 3 home runs. So he does have the ability to get the ball deep. Here's the pitch to the plate. Bunt again. First baseman has it. Throw to third. The runner at third was safe. And the throw back to first was not in time. So now we have the bases loaded. So that'll be a fielder's choice. Falcons have one out. Well, they did call him out at 30. He stood there. I'm sorry. So we'd have runners. Close play at first. Runner still safe. So the runner was forced out at third, and that's going to put Gant at second and McKenzie at first on the fielder's choice. And we're back to the top of the order with Derek Perry. Ball is hit and swung on, and a long foul down the left field line. Rolls right out to the gate. Batter steps back in again now. Play at second. And it looks as though Bennett Hill may have had to play, but he dropped the ball. Or it got knocked out of his glove somehow. Runner is safe. So Perry's still at the plate. There's a delivery way high. 2-2 now, the count. Derek Perry in his first at bat led off the game with a double. Eventually scored the lone run for the Falcons. Swung on and hit foul again. Still 2-2. Derek Perry now the fourth batter in the inning for the Pfeiffer Falcons, as they're trying to put a threat again in third base. Long hit into center field, and center fielder was there in time for the second out. No advance by the runners. It's going to bring up Jordan Eckerd now, the right fielder. Eckerd with his first hit of the game, last at bat. Burgess still working from the stretch. Delivers to the plate. Change up right in the heart of the plate. Strike one. Eckerd, long hit down to right field. And it's going to be caught for the third out. And that'll quickly end the inning now for the Falcons. As the Falcons had one error, one walk. No runs on no hits. One throwing error for the Crusaders. 2 left on base. So we're going to go to the bottom half of the second now. North Greenville be bringing up the middle of the order. Andrew Frazier, Bennett Hill, and Eric Gilbert. And we'll be back with you in just 1 second here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to Ashmore Field. First batter of this inning is going to be Andrew Frazier. His first time up tonight. Feels like night because the sky is a little bit cloudy and dark. Swung and a foul right back into the protective netting behind the plate. Once again, the Pfeiffer outfield. Center fielder's playing in and the left fielder is playing back. Big swing and a miss, strike two. Wilson looking in to Frazier again. Low and swung on, strike three. And Wilson will record his second strikeout of the game. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Bennett Hill. We're going to step away for just a brief moment as the liquid environment's coming into the booth a little bit. We'll be right back with you on North Greenville Sports Network in 1 second. We appreciate your indulgence while we move some equipment around here in the booth to avoid some of the rain blowing in on us. And Bennett Hill is at the plate, swung on and fouled down the first base side. Count is still 1-2. Ball is way in the dirt, probably 10 feet in front of the plate. Takes the count to 2-2 now with one out. Drew Wilson now with 2 strikeouts in the game, having allowed 2 hits. Those strikeouts coming back to back with the last batter in the other inning. Long hit to center field. Ball's going to be catchable. And that'll be the second out. Base is still empty for the Crusaders, bringing up the third baseman, Eric Gilbert. Some numbers on Eric Gilbert: 75 at bats, 13 runs, 18 hits, no home runs. First pitch is ball one. Gilbert looking, hard hit ball. Boy, ripped hard right into left field. No question about that hit. There was no way that third baseman could get up to even try to knock that one down. That was about 15 feet off the ground and just got out to left field very quickly. So Gilbert will go to first. Going to bring up the bottom of the order now, the catcher, Wheeler Smith. Wilson's now going to go to the stretch. First pitch, thought about it, called a strike right at the knees. The lights are on here at Ashmore Field. We hope all of our fans in the stands have remembered to roll their windows up. Pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Not in time. As Wheeler Smith steps back in again. Wilson gets the sign that he likes. And here's the pitch. Right down the middle, breaking ball. She came right back in to the plate. Called strike 3. Wilson's 3rd strikeout now will end the inning. At the end of the inning now, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Wilson recording his 3rd strikeout of the game, as we will hopefully move to the top of the 3rd, and we hope we don't have any more delays. If we do, we'll come back in a few minutes and advise you what's going on. This is the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to the top of the 3rd now. Here at Ashmore Field, North Greenville Crusaders baseball. Rain intensity has picked up a little bit more now. First pitch swung on high to left field. And it is caught for the out. That was Zach Scudder. He's going to bring up the next batter for Pfeiffer, Tanner Mathis, the first baseman. Mathis had a hit his last at bat. First pitch, ball 1. Tucker Burgess still on the mound for North Greenville, as we are still early in the game. Right down the middle, strike. 1-1 now on Mathis. Number 40 pitching to number 40. Pitch is on the corner, umpire says, strike 2. Burgess working a little quicker now. Pitch is a little bit low. Once again, we thank you for joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. Anticipate that you were looking at the rain coming in and decided to watch instead of being here, and we appreciate that. Swung on and hit between short and third. A clean hit right out in the left field. So Mathis will take first on the hit. A one-out grounder, seeing eye grounder right between the shortstop and the third baseman. Both made efforts at it, but right where they weren't. Brings up the left fielder now, Kirby Lambert. Pfeiffer looking to tie this game back up as they're behind 2-1 right now. Crusaders leading. Check, swing. He started to go around. Called strike one. Pitch is a little high and outside. 1-1. Mathis still standing at first. 1 out. Burgess would love to get a ground ball here. And he gets one right to the shortstop. Flip to the second baseman, and no throw. So they get the lead runner. Oh, and they're going to call the batter out at first with an interference call from the runner. So that's going to end the inning. They did get the double play. So that'll quickly end the inning for the Pfeiffer Falcons. 3 up and 3 down. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. As we have a quick top of the third, and we move very quickly to the bottom of the third now. As the Crusaders are going to be bringing up the top of the order, Scalamaro, Brown, and Grant. We'll step away for a brief moment and be back on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to Crusader Baseball here at Ashmore Field. It is Good Friday, April the 14th, 2017. We appreciate you joining us again on the North Greenville Sports Network. As we enter the Crusaders' half of the third inning, the Falcons' third inning ended on a controversial play as the runner interfered with the possible throw by Bennett Hill, and the batter was called out at first because of the interference, thus giving the double play and ending the inning quickly. Change up to Scalamaro is right in there. Strike one. Drew Wilson taking his time. Pitch is at the knees. Strike two. A few of the loyal fans have gone back to their cars, but that ball is in the ground. Ball one. Still a few hardy souls up on the hill with umbrellas and rain gear, as we do have a pretty steady rain. It's not really a downpour, but just a steady rain. Pitch is swung on and hit right into center field. Center fielder takes 1 step forward, 1 step back, and Scalamaro flies out to center for the first out. It's going to bring up the left fielder now, Ryan Brown. Wilson gets a sign now and delivers. Called strike. Ball hit hard, but foul. Well, I'm sorry, first baseman must have got that. Our vantage point has kind of changed a little bit as we've had to move back. So it looks as though Brown has grounded to first base for the second out. It's going to bring up Conor Grant, the right fielder. Conor Grant with a hit in the first inning and scored a run. First pitch strike. Swung on and foul or hit to the right field side again. And that will end the inning. So 3 up and 3 down for North Greenville Crusaders. As they go, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 2 flyouts and a ground out in the inning. As Wilson has recorded his 3rd complete inning now. North Greenville still leading 2-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Falcons are going to bring up the middle of the order, Marciano, Rodriguez, and Gant. And we'll take a quick break here and be right back on the North Greenville Sports Network. Warm-ups are complete for the top of the 4th inning now. As Christian Marciano, the catcher, is stepping in for Pfeiffer. Burgess with a 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd. Looks at the first pitch here. Swung on and fouled back. Marciano flied out to right field last time up. Swung on and foul to the 3rd base side. Strike 2. Swung on and hit to, I guess he missed it. The catcher caught it. Looked like he might have popped that one straight up. Consider that a strikeout. It's going to be the 3rd strikeout for Tucker Burgess today. It's going to bring up Xavier Rodriguez. Check, swing. Did he go? Appeal. And they're saying no. Ball 1. The center fielder for the Pfeiffer Falcons reached on an error by the shortstop. His first time up. Next pitch is at the knees, called strike. 1-1 now. Rodriguez was also out at 3rd in the 2nd inning on a fielder's choice. Burgess with a generous call. Strike 2. That was a little low, but umpire said it was enough to hit the strike zone. 2-2 now. Pitch is called. Strike 3. Another strikeout. That's 2 in a row now for Burgess. And that's going to bring up Gage Grant, the designated hitter. Walked his first time up in the second inning. Was stranded at second. First pitch curve comes back over the plate. Strike 1. Second pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 2. Burgess working inside, outside, up and down. That pitch is a little bit low. Check swing was brought back. Ball 1. Wheeler Smith says, let's get a new baseball. They're already paid for. Why not? Burgess with the delivery. High hit ball to right field. That's deep. And that's going to be a home run. Gage Gant, excuse me, with the home run. Ties the game at 2. Gets a nice welcome at the dugout. The rain evidently kept him from meeting him at home plate. It's going to bring up Cody McKenzie now. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. Batter stepped out for a moment. Burgess now delivers another high hit to right field. And it's going to be down. McKenzie rounding second, heading for third. He's turning third. He's heading for home. Drew Wilson still on the mound for Pfeiffer with a 3-2 lead. North Greenville's going to send up Nathaniel Maggio, who homered in the first inning. Would love to repeat that right here. Maggio, known for his home run abilities, as he set the team record last year. First pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Wilson taking his time. Long hit. Out of play foul up in the parking area. When he catches one, he hits it high. Wilson's pitch looked at, almost went low. Ball 1. 1-2 now on Maggio. Watches strike 3 right on the corner. That's going to bring up designated hitter now, Andrew Plunkett. Wilson records his 4th strikeout. Long hit, long drive, way back, way back. Oh, that one cleared 60 feet, but the umpire says it was just foul. Wow. Coach Powell is out there arguing that call. That was probably the longest home run I've seen hit here at Ashmore Field. That ball almost made the residence hall. It was so far over the fence. I mean, he crushed that one. Andrew Plunkett has no home runs this season. Has scored 11 runs on 19 hits with limited action. Next pitch just outside. 1-1 now. One of the longest foul balls I've seen. No question about that. Another hit right out to the booth. That ball's going to be down and up against the fence. Plunkett's going to stand up at second with a stand-up double. So the Crusaders threatening again now. Going to bring up Andrew Frazier, the shortstop. One out on the strikeout. Frazier's job here is to advance the runner. Frazier struck out in the second inning at his only appearance today. Wilson having trouble getting the sign. Umpire says start over. Falcons second baseman very close to second base. Might be a pickoff. No, they called it off. Pitches to the plate, strike one. Ball is hit foul, just a little late on the swing. Strike two now on Frazier. Plunkett standing at second. Wilson will get another sign. Having difficulty getting the signs, I think, with runner at second now. Obvious pitch out. Ball one, strike two. Crusaders having a new incentive now. Win this one for Grant. Ball is in the dirt. No advance by the runner. Good block by the catcher that time. Christian Marciano moving to his left and getting that bouncing ball, staying in front of him, may have kept the runner from getting into scoring position. Pitch is low. 2-2 now. I believe that's maybe 3-2. Full count. One out, runner at second. Wilson definitely taking his time. Swung on and hit right in the hole. Another seeing eye hit. Getting out to left field quickly. Frazier with a hit. Advancing Plunkett to third. We'll see if this delay had any effect on Drew Wilson. Now Bennett Hill is going to take the plate. Second base is open. So we'll see what they want to do with Hill. He swings at the first pitch. A little number Texas League hit right into left field. 1 run will score. Frazier will move to second. And that's the third hit in the inning. Plunkett will score. Probably figures he was due that one with that long foul ball that was argued over whether it was a big long home run or just a foul. He scored anyway. Pitch is outside. Eric Gilbert now at the plate. Had a hit in the second inning for his only at bat today. Change up, a little bit outside, maybe a little high. Eric Gilbert playing third base today for the Crusaders. Wilson delivers. Swung on, high hit to right field. And the ball is caught. No advance. The throw to third is wild and was backed up by the catcher. Marciano doing his job perfectly that time, backing up that throw. That'll be a long fly out. No advance by the runners. Crusaders now looking at 2 outs, bringing up the bottom of the order. Wheeler Smith, the catcher. Smith struck out his only appearance today. Pitch is right in the heart of the plate. Strike 1. Wheeler Smith now the 6th batter that the Crusaders are put at the plate in this inning as we are in the bottom of the 4th. The Crusaders have plated 1 run to tie the game at 3. Looking to add more here if Wheeler Smith can advance the runners. Pitch is close but low called ball. Third base is open. I know the Falcons don't want to load the bases, but it might not be a bad way to go at this stage of the game. Pitch is swung on, hit off the handle, foul. Count now at 2-2. It's got to be tough for these catchers in and out after the innings, taking off their gear and putting their gear back on. Pitch to the plate, swung on and bounced, 2-bouncer, and it gets in. It gets into center field. A base hit, a run will score. That'll be Frazier that scores. Third base is still open as Hill will move to second now. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Clark Scalamaro. Scalamaro has flied out deep to the outfield at his 2 at-bats. Pitch to the plate, high fly ball to center field. Center fielder is under it and puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. So Scalamaro flies out to center field again, 2nd time in this game, as they nearly bat around. In the inning, the Crusaders have 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. As we go to the top of the 5th now, Crusaders leading 4-3. Pfeiffer will be sending up the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th batters, Eckerd, Scudder, and Mathis. As the skies begin to clear a little bit, we'll take a short break and be back on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome to North Greenville Crusader Baseball, top of the 5th here at Ashmore Field. First pitch is a strike to Jordan Eckerd, the right fielder. Tucker Burgess still on the mound. Pitch is outside. I don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen. Ground ball to short. Throw over is in time. That's going to bring up Zach Scudder now. Right fielder had a hit in the 1st inning. Flied out to the right field in the 2nd inning. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong line here. Zach Scudder struck out in the 1st inning, flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. And there's a long hit. It's going to be fair over in left field, and Scudder stands up with the double. That brings up the first baseman, Tanner Mathis, now. Burgess now goes back to the stretch. Pitch is a fastball right down the heart. Strike 1. Actually turning out to be a very pleasant evening now. No wind, nice temperatures, good day for baseball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He had the long ball cut that time, just mistimed it. Burgess working a little bit slower than he started the game. Started off in kind of a fast pace, and I think it kind of got him in trouble early. Oh, that was close. A little bit high, umpire says. Ball 1-2 now. Wheeler Smith wanted that third strike. Two and two the call now. Scudder still standing at second after that double. Tanner Mathis stepping back in. And Burgess ready for the delivery. Swung on and hit hard right to third. Looks the runner back. Throws to first in time. No advance by the runner at second. Second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Kirby Lambert now. We've seen a couple lead changes in this game. A couple long balls, home runs. Ball is hit foul past first base. Kirby Lambert struck out in the first inning, grounded out to the shortstop in the third inning. Looking for his first hit today. There's a hard hit ball right up the middle. Stopped by the shortstop enough that the runner advanced at second, but not enough that he could get into home plate. I believe they're going to call that a hit. That was a tough ball to play. It's going to put Scudder at third. So runners now at first and third. 2 out. Bringing up the catcher, Christian Marciano. Flied out and struck out in his first 2 appearances today. Delivery is inside, close, almost nicked him. Next pitch is hit high and foul. Back, no play by the catcher. 1-1 the count now on Marciano. Burgess with the delivery. Another ball hit to the right. Still 1-2. Wonder how distracting this is for Burgess with the kids playing pitch and catch right behind home plate. Smith sending signals now. I don't know what the signals represented. Maybe he's ordering from Mose of Greer. Pitch is a little high. Two and two the count now. Marciano stepping back in, trying to bring that run in from third base. Runners go and swing and a foul back behind the hill that has all the spectators. Hasn't been any attempts at we know of to advance to second. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. Marciano goes down swinging. And that will end Pfeiffer's 5th inning now. They have no runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 5th now, North Greenville bringing up the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th batters, Brown, Leak, and Maggio. We'll step away for a brief timeout, and we'll be back with you on the North Greenville Sports Network. And we're back at Ashmore Stadium for the Crusaders half of the 5th inning. Crusaders leading 4-3. First pitch now to Ryan Brown, the left fielder. Called a strike. Brown flied out and grounded out in his first 2 appearances. That ball is outside, knocked down by the catcher. 1-1 on Brown. Crusaders looking to add to their lead as we're right in the middle of the game. Pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Wilson delivers. 2-2 now. Hard hit ball. Gets down into right field. Just a long single for Brown. So the Crusaders lead off with a hit. Brings up the right fielder, Tyler Leak. Wilson still on the mound for Pfeiffer. First pitch just at the knees, called strike 1. Wilson with the sign, look in. Same spot, about an inch lower. 1-1 now. Drew Wilson with 4 strikeouts on the day. Has a couple long balls, especially after the rain delay. Hard hit ball right to the shortstop. Goes to second. Gets the lead runner, but that's all they're going to get. So Leak is on a fielder's choice. going to bring up Nathaniel Maggio now, the first baseman. Maggio with a home run and a strikeout. Feast or famine. We'll see if he can take another one deep. A hard hit ball right to us, coming to the booth, and just not quite to us. A long out to center field. Another 20 feet, and it might have been in the corner of the broadcast booth. He's been trying to get one in here for a long time. That'll be the second out for the Crusaders. Brings up Andrew Plunkett. Had a double his at-bat as he came in for cameraman. He also had probably the longest foul ball that was controversial that I've ever seen. That was that was a quarter mile. He got all that ball when he hit it. It was just a controversy whether it crossed in play at the foul pole or not. Umpire said no, it's just a long strike. Wilson goes to first. Quick pitch over there. Runner is back. That's Tyler Leak at first. Crusaders with 2 outs trying to add to their lead. Pitch is outside. Plunkett getting his sign from the third base coach as he steps back in. Drew Wilson with a pretty good game today. He's pitched some good pitches and some that got away from him a little bit. This pitch is a little outside. Didn't want to give Plunkett anything that he could swing at. So Plunkett looking to go get a free ride to first now. And he gets it. So that's going to push Leak to second. And I've got it recorded. That's the first walk issued by Wilson today. Like I said, he's had a pretty solid game. Kind of concerned about the rain delay, whether it would affect either pitcher, but apparently not to that significance. We do hear some warm-up activity in the Pfeiffer bullpen. Leak at second. Plunkett at first. Andrew Frazier at the plate. The delivery is swung on and hit. Foul over to the right side. Strike one. Wilson definitely taking his time now. He's slowed down just like Burgess has done. Pitch to the plate is outside. 1-1 now. Frazier with a strikeout, and a hit, and he scored a run in the 4th inning. Wilson taking too long. Frazier says, let's take a break and start over. It's possible that Wilson's also trying to delay, give his bullpen a little time to warm up. Pitch is inside. Ball 2 now. 2-1 to Frazier, the shortstop for the Crusaders. Has the only error in the game on a throwing error to first. Swung on, just got a piece of it. Fouled off to the third base side. Second baseman trying to hold the runner a little closer than normal. I don't know if they'll make a attempt to pick him off with 2 outs, but Wilson letting him know that he knows he's there. Look back to second. Swung on and hit. Hard ball right past the third baseman, right out into left field. 1 run will score. That's going to be Leak that scores. Plunkett will move to second. Frazier gets the hit. Crusaders played another run here in the bottom of the 5th. Nice time to get an extra run is when there's 2 outs. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Bennett Hill, now. Third base still open. Bennett Hill with a fly out and a hit. Ball is low. Falcons are playing at normal depth, infield and outfield. Changeup is way low. Bennett Hill trying to get on any way he can to advance the runners. Pitch is high, ball 3. So Wilson looking at the possibility of loading the bases now with 2 outs. Activity seems to be picking up next to us here in the bullpen. Pitcher's pitch. Called strike. 3-1 now. Bennett Hill just looking for that right pitch right down the middle. Put that ball in play and move those runners up. There it is. And right through the gap between first and second. 1 run will turn third and score. Runners now at the corners. That'll be another hit. As Frazier goes to third, Plunkett will score. And the Crusaders take the lead 6-3 now, as they're scoring their runs in bunches of 2s. 2 runs in the first, 4th, and so far the 5th inning. And that's going to bring up Eric Gilbert. Had a hit in the 2nd inning and flied out to right field in the 4th. Play at second, and they got him. He is out trying to steal second for the 3rd out. And that will end the Crusaders' 5th inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we head to the top of the 6th, appreciate you staying with us on the North Greenville Sports Network. It has been a long day today with the delays, but we're pleased to have you join us. We'll step away for a brief moment, let these teams warm up again, and we'll be back shortly. We're back in the top of the sixth as Pfeiffer will bring up the bottom third of the inning. Xavier Rodriguez, Gage Gant, and Cody McKenzie. First pitch, hard hit right out into right field for a solid single. As Rodriguez takes first. That'll be the 9th hit by the Falcons today. Brings up Gage Gant. First pitch right in there as a strike. Gant with a walk in the second inning and a home run in the fourth. Swing and a long foul to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Gant steps back in again. A little bit of activity in the Crusader bullpen as the pitch comes in high now. 1-2. Crusaders have a couple pitchers warming up. Can't tell who they are because the fence blocks our view. Swung on a hit right through the middle, right through between first and second. Another solid hit. That advances Rodriguez to second. Brings up the bottom of the order now. Cody McKenzie was on in a fielder's choice in the second and had the unfortunate injury, infield home run. Inside the park home run, rather. Burgess ready for the delivery. Again, a long hit to the right side. No advance by the runners. So the first out is recorded by the right fielder. It's going to bring up the top of the order now. Derek Perry. Has a double, fly out, and a strikeout. And we're going to get a visit to the mound here. Umpire waiting to see if there's going to be a call to the bullpen. Nothing as of yet. The call has been made. So we're going to have a change of Crusaders pitchers here. We're going to step away for a moment, let him get on the field and warmed up, and we'll be back with the information about the substitute pitcher in just a moment. Welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network. Crusader baseball, as we are in the 6th inning, and we have a pitching change for the Crusaders. Number 28, Daniel Knight, has been given the ball on the mound. Gant at first, Rodriguez at second. And we're in a 6-3 ball game. First pitch is low, ball 1. We'll give you the updated numbers on Burgess after this pitch. No pitch, timeout called. Real quickly, Tucker Burgess goes 6 innings, allows 3 runs, 10 hits, has 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. Pitch is in there and swung and fouled to the right side. 1-1 now. Batter is Derek Perry for Pfeiffer. Perry has doubled, flied out, and struck out in his 3 appearances this evening. Lights are definitely on here at Ashmore Field. They have been since the rain came through earlier today. Pitch is a little bit inside. Ball 2. Beautiful night for baseball now. All the storms have left the area. A little overcast skies, but light breeze, warm temperatures, very nice out. Knight delivers to the plate. Low. Ball 3 now, 3-1. Runners at first and second are the responsibility of Burgess. Knight trying to come in and close out this 6th inning. Oh, pitch is right on the corner. Perry thought he had first base. Full count now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch is swung on and hit. And the shortstop cannot make the play. Runner will turn third and score. Runners at first and second. So Rodriguez is scoring. And that run will be attributed to Burgess. We still have 1 out, and that's going to bring up the second place batter, Jordan Eckerd. Knight still trying to end this 6th inning. Sidearm pitch, little outside, ball 1. Eckerd with a hit in the first, fly out in the second, and a ground out to shortstop in the 5th inning. 6-4 your score now. Crusaders still in the lead. Swung on and hit right to the left fielder. He picks it up on 1 bounce. A solid hit again. And that's going to load the bases. That ball got out there so fast they couldn't score from third. That's going to bring up Scudder. His Knight is getting roughed up pretty consistently now. That pitch is in there for a strike. Bases loaded. Falcons on every dot. Ball is low. 6-4 your score. Puts the lead run at first. Crusaders have to come up with something in the neighborhood of a stop or a double play. Hard hit ball right out to right center. Ball is caught. Runner from third is advancing. The throw comes into third and gets away. Runner will score from third, and no advance by the other two runners. So Perry will score. And Scudder will fly out for the first out of the inning. I'm sorry, second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Tanner Mathis now. Mathis has had a good day. 2 hits and a ground out. Pitch is outside. Count is now 2-0. Tanner Mathis at the plate. And Knight delivers. Nope, and he steps off. Looks the runner back to second. Count is 3-1 now. First baseman Tanner Mathis at the plate. Sidearm pitch called a strike. Runner advances to second. So now runners at second and third. Pitch is outside, ball. And the bases are loaded. So Mathis with the walk. First walk issued by Knight. And another meeting at the mound. Coach Powell slowly walking out, and he signals for the left-hander. It's going to be a change in pitchers again. And once again, we'll step away, and we'll get you the information on the new Crusader pitcher as soon as we get it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network. First pitch is hit high and out of play to the left side up in the parking lot. Off the building. New pitcher for the North Greenville Crusaders, number 30, Kyle Cadlub. As Knight will work 2/3 of an inning. Hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder back a little bit, and he's underneath it for the third out. So Lambert flies out to center field for the third out. And that will end the 6th inning for Pfeiffer as Cadlub comes in and closes it out. We have 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. Bases were loaded. So 3 left on base. Crusaders now leading 6-5 as we're going to the Crusaders' half of the 6th inning. Crusaders bringing up the bottom of the order. Gilbert, Smith, and back to the top for Scalamaro. We'll be back on the North Greenville Sports Network in just one moment. And we're back on the North Greenville Sports Network, Crusader Baseball. Pitching change for Pfeiffer, number 16, Dylan Goodman, a senior. First pitch is on the corner strike. No balls and 2 strikes now. Batter is Eric Gilbert. Leadoff batter in the 6th inning for the Crusaders. This pitch is low ball. 1-2 now. Pitch is way high. Evens the count at 2-2. Gilbert with his 2 plate appearances tonight. Led off with a hit. Fly it out to right field. Next pitch swung on and hit and fouled over on the third base side. 2-2. The numbers on Wilson: 5 innings, allowed 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Actually a pretty good night for Wilson. As Goodman now takes the mound for Pfeiffer, and we'll see what he can do in the 6th inning. Time called by North Greenville as Coach Powell comes out to talk to his batter. And talking to the umpire as well. Possibly a change. Maybe not, because he didn't go to the other dugout. So maybe something Coach Powell is questioning. Maybe about the delivery of the pitcher or something. Not quite sure. And here's the pitch. Curveball just misses. Might have been a knuckleball. Catcher couldn't handle that one. Delivery is low, and a walk issued right away. Start the inning as Gilbert goes to first base on the walk. Brings up the bottom of the order the catcher, Wheeler Smith. Struck out and had a hit at his 2 appearances. Smith now steps in as we're starting to get a little bit of sunshine. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. Lights are still on. A little bit early for the lights normally, but overcast skies have now parted, and we're actually seeing maybe a little bit of shadows on the field. Squares to bunt again, nothing there. Runner goes back to first. That's Gilbert at first. Crusaders trying to add to their lead. Usually about the 6th or 7th inning is when the all-state moment kicks in and they add some insurance. Again, squares to bunt, pulls it back, ball. Three 3-0 now the count. Wheeler Smith seeing a lot of pitches from his pitcher. He knows exactly where that ball's headed. That's why you see a lot of catchers are good hitters like Johnny Bench used to be. Oh, he watched that one right at the knees. 3-1 now. Johnny Bench and Eckerd, a lot of those pros, catchers were always good hitters. Swung on and hit hard right through the gap between third and short. Throw comes into second a little high, but pulled down. Gilbert will advance to second on the hit. So Goodman now with a walk and a hit brings up the Crusaders' top of the lineup, Scalamaro. Scalamaro flied out, and flied out. Making good contact, just hitting them right where they are. Goodman now working from the stretch. Looks the runner back at second. Shortstop falls back, square to bunt, and pulled it back. Ball 1. I want to say it was Scalamaro about a week and a half ago hit one right off the broadcast booth, right at the door entrance to the booth. Didn't see a dent, but I'm surprised it didn't put a dent in the wood somewhere. Bunt down to the third base side. Good bunt. Everybody safe. That is going to be a bunt hit. As we have now Crusaders at every station. A walk and 2 hits. Leading off this 6th inning now for the Crusaders. Ducks on the pond and no outs. Reminder, this may be the Allstate insurance inning. Call your agent. Make sure your insurance is up to date. Swung on and hard hit. Oh, past the first base line. Just foul. What a swing. Ryan Brown, the left fielder for the Crusaders, got all of that one. But he just pulled it a little bit past first base on the foul side. And that ball was hit like a rocket. Change up. Oh, curve just right in the, fooled the batter. Brown had no idea where that ball was going. 2 strikes now. Base hit scores 2. Goodman with the pitch. Swung on a high hit over to the third base side, and that's going to be up in the parking lot. Ryan Brown now looking right into the sun. Heavy sunshine now. Shadows creeping across the field. Swing and a foul straight back. Count holds it 0-2. Ryan Brown just wanting to make contact. Get the ball into play somewhere where it's not caught. Pick up 2 RBIs real quick here with a good swing. Pitch is on its way in the dirt. 1-2 now. Goodman acts like he's a little unsure about that pitch. Wondering what happened. Why'd that get so low? Hit back to the pitcher, picks the ball up, throws to first. A run will score. Runners will advance to second and third. So Gilbert will score on the walk that he got. Runners now at second and third. Crusaders adding their insurance run. Now 7-5. Brings up Tyler Leak. Came into the game for Conor Grant. Pitch is high and outside. Ball. Once again, we want to thank you for those of you that prayed for Conor Grant. We did get a good report that everything looks pretty good. And we're praying that he'll be back out on the field very shortly. Pitch is swung on and hit high. Might have enough to get out of play. It does, up on the hill right in front of the fans. 1-1 now the count. Tyler Leak making the most of his appearance today. Was not in the starting lineup. Swing and a miss. One and two the count. Second baseman is up on the grass looking for the suicide squeeze. Pitch is on its way. Swung on and just tipped into the catcher's glove for the strikeout. So Leak goes down. Two outs now in the sixth inning for the Crusaders. Another conference at the mound. And we're going to get a pitching change for Pfeiffer. We're going to step away, and we'll be back with the information on the new pitcher in just one moment on North Greenville Sports Network. New pitcher for Pfeiffer as the Falcons bring in number 10, Will Altmuller, a freshman left-handed pitcher. This will be his 16th appearance. ERA of 9.87 and has allowed 9 home runs. Coming in relief in the sixth inning. Closes out Dylan Goodman, pitches 2/3 of an inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Runners at second and third are his. And that's going to bring out Nathaniel Maggio to the plate. And Nathaniel Maggio is a long ball hitter for North Greenville. And we'll see if he can take advantage of the home runs allowed by Altmuller. Altmuller is a pretty tall left-hander. Comes in with 2 outs. Try to close out the Crusaders here in their half of the sixth. First pitch is a little high, ball 1. Pitch is low and outside, ball 2. Altmuller trying to get his rhythm. Of course, that's what relief pitchers do. They come in with a short warm-up. Maggio looking for a good ball to swing at. And he did. Blooped it just right over to the shortstop. And that'll end the Crusaders inning. So Altmuller does his job. Comes in and closes it out. Faces 1 batter. For the Crusaders then in their 6th inning, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. So we'll go to the top of the 7th now. Falcons coming to bat. They're going to be near the bottom of the order as they're going to bring in Marciano, Rodriguez, and Gant are scheduled to appear. And we'll see if there's any changes in the lineup. Take this brief timeout, and we'll be back on the North Greenville Sports Network. Kyle Cadlub still on the mound for the North Greenville Crusaders as Christian Marciano steps in, the catcher. Marciano not with a real good day, flied out in the 1st inning, struck out in the 4th and 5th. First pitch called a strike. Seven to 5, Crusaders lead it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As we head into the last third of the game, it's been a long day here at Ashmore Field. We certainly appreciate you staying with us. Pitch is high. Ball 1, 1-2 now. Reminder that these same teams will have a doubleheader tomorrow. Swing and a miss, strikeout. First strikeout for Cadlub, as that will bring up Xavier Rodriguez. Ball is hit to the second baseman, and he cannot get it. It's going to be a clean hit. So Rodriguez gets on board. And that'll bring up Gant, the designated hitter. Gant with the walk, a home run, and a hit, and scored 2 runs today. Very productive day for him. Cadlub, the left-hander, going back to first. No play. Pitch is right at the knees. Strike 1. Cadlub back to first again. Not close. Delivery to the plate. Swung on and hit. Clean hit right up the middle, right up to the center fielder. And that quickly The Pfeiffer Falcons now have runners at first and second, as they're threatening in their 7th inning. So push Rodriguez to second. Cadlove gives up his second hit. Brings up the bottom of the order now. Cody McKenzie. McKenzie on his fielder's choice and an inside the park home run in the 4th, and flied out to right field his last at bat. Hard hit ball to second, quickly picked up, throws to the shortstop, makes a play. Runner is safe at first. The only play he had is the ball almost got by him. Good stop by the shortstop. Runners now at first and third, as Rodriguez will go to third. Cody McKenzie now on a fielder's choice at first. Brings up the top of the order, Derek Perry. Cadlove trying to get out of the inning with no damage. Pitch to the plate, right in the middle, strike one. I believe we've only had one stolen base at second on a no contest play. Pitch is low, 1-1 now. Pfeiffer not really threatening to steal second. Pitch is high, 2-1 now. Derek Perry doubled, flied out, struck out. Had a hit in the 6th inning. Oh, I'm sorry, take that back. Was stranded at third. And a called strike. 2-2 now. Top of the 7th here at Ashmore Field. Cadlove gets the sign, delivers home. Swing and a miss, dropped by the pitcher. Throws to first, and that'll retire the side. Record the strikeout for Cadlove. His second in the inning. No runs. 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. As we'll go to the bottom of the 7th now, bring up the North Greenville Crusaders, trying to add to their 7-5 lead. They'll bring up the middle of the order, Plunkett, Frazier, and Hill. We'll step away for a moment and be back on the North Greenville Sports Network. Andrew Plunkett will step in now, lead off the 7th inning for the Crusaders. First pitch is low, ball 1. Altmuller still on the mound. Looks like a changeup, a little inside. Ball 2, no strikes. Plunkett with a strikeout, a double, and a walk. Looking to get another walk right here. And he does. Plunkett with the walk. I believe that's Altmuller's second walk, if I have him recorded correctly. It's going to bring up the shortstop, number 5, Andrew Frazier for the Crusaders. Strikeout and 2 hits today, so he's had a fairly productive day. First pitch called strike. Change up just outside. 1-1 now. Andrew Frazier had a defensive challenge in that last inning, as that put out at second was just a little bit to his left. He had to reach out and grab it and come back on the bag. He did it. Pitch is low. It was a good defensive play. Otherwise, that ball would have went clear to the foul territory, and that runner would have advanced. No doubt about that. Pitch to first, not in time. Frazier still holding with a 2-1 count. Swung on and hit right to the third baseman on one hop. Long throw to first in time. Will advance the runner to second. So Plunkett will move up. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 2, Bennett Hill. Bennett Hill's had a good day too. Fly out and 2 hits. The left-hander Altmuller getting the sign now, and here's the delivery. Change up high. Ball 1. Bennett Hill, a very solid infielder for the Crusaders. Look back to second, no play. Pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 now with 1 out. Hits are almost even. 12 for North Greenville, 11 for the Falcons. Bennett Hill calling time. And steps back in. And I look back to second again. No play. Beautiful, beautiful day. Sun shining brightly now. The rain has left the area. Thank you for the rain. But we're playing baseball now. And it's a good one. Swing and a hit. And that's going to be past the first baseman. Runner is going to score. Hill is going to third. And he slides in. The throw is high. And he'll get a triple. Plunkett will score. Bennett Hill had no trouble with the sun on that one. That'll bring up the third baseman, Eric Gilbert. A hit, a pop out to right field, and a walk, and scored a run. And there is activity in the Pfeiffer bullpen. Pitch is high and outside. Ball is hit high in the air and out of play. 1-1 the count now. Eric Gilbert trying to get another insurance run in. North Greenville now leading 8-5. No one has scored more than 2 runs in any inning. Altmuller delivers again, a little outside. 2-1 now the count. Swung on and hit right to the first baseman, grabs it and tags the base for the out. No advance on the runner. So Bennett Hill stays at third. North Greenville records her second out. Brings up the bottom of the order, Wheeler Smith. Smith has had a productive day too. Strikeout and 2 hits. Stranded on base both times that he got the hits. First pitch called strike 1. The delivery, another changeup just outside. 1-1 now. Altmuller delivers. Check swing. Ball called. 2-1. Pitch is just outside. Everybody was looking for a strike on that one. 3-1 now. Bennett Hill with the triple, still standing at third. Has to be very careful here. Swung on and hit high to left field. Left fielder's parked under it and makes the catch to retire the side. Wheeler Smith flies out. So in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit, a triple, a walk, no errors, 1 left on base. Crusaders leading 8-5. As we'll go now to the 8th inning. Scheduled up for Pfeiffer is going to be Eckerd, Scudder, and Mathis. And we'll see if there's any substitutions when we come back. And we'll take a short break here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back as Pfeiffer begins the 8th inning. Leadoff batter is going to be Jordan Eckerd, the right fielder. First pitch is strike. Cadlob still on the mound for North Greenville. This game progressing right along since we had the delay. 1-1 the count now. We're happy to see those systems just moving out. No damage, nobody injured. Pitch is inside, ball 2 now. Some of those storms that come up in the afternoon here in South Carolina could be pretty rough, but this one just had a lot of rain, a little bit of lightning, but not too bad. Ball's fouled out of play. 2-2 now. Looks like about half the crowd left in the rain delay and the other half stayed. Oh, everybody's okay up on the hill. That ball fouled back, ricocheted hard off the seats up there. Jordan Eckerd, foul ball down the third base side. And some players out where they're not supposed to be, and one gets hit. But I think he's all right. Ball's hit again, this time picked up by the third baseman on the run. Throw is in time. Good play. It's going to bring up Zach Scudder, the third baseman. He's had 4 appearances so far. Strikeout, 2 flyouts, and a double. First pitch is strike. Falcons down by 3, trying to get something going here in the 8th inning. Ball called. 1-1 now. Crusaders with 13 hits. Pfeiffer with 11. Crusaders, the board's showing 1 error. That would be on the throwing error by the shortstop. Swing and a hit right to the shortstop. Deep, long throw is in time. What a play. So the shortstop making up for the error I just mentioned. He got that ball 10 feet into the grass and made that long throw right on the mark. Record the second out. That's going to bring up Tanner Mathis now. Ball hit to second, flip over to first, and that'll retire the side. So 3 up and 3 down now for Pfeiffer in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. So we'll go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, bringing up North Greenville. As they're going to be at the top of the order, Scalamaro, Brown, and Leak. This is the North Greenville Sports Network. Crusader baseball on a beautiful Friday afternoon. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Crusader half of the 8th inning. Leading off, Clark Scalamaro, the center fielder. And changeup is right down the middle. Altmiller still on the mound. Don't hear any activity in the bullpen right now. Another changeup, swung on and hit high. And out of play, right up onto the parking area. Almost caught by a fan sitting up there. Two strikes. Here's the delivery. Swung on, fouled again. Scalamaro hits a slow grounder to second. Picked up in time over to first for the first out. Brings up Ryan Brown, the left fielder now. Ryan Brown, the left-hander. Scalamaro was batting left. Altmiller seeing left-handers to start off the 8th inning. Delivery is high. Should be ball one, strike one. Two and one the count now. Left field scoreboard is a little behind. Ball three now. As Brown watches pitches going outside. One down the middle, and Brown hits it foul right past the first baseman. Full count now on Brown. Nobody on. Crusaders bottom of the 8th. Leading 8-5. Pitch is swung on and hit. Just past first base, foul again. Going to have to sharpen up that aim if he intends to get the ball in play, as he's about a foot and a half too far left. Altmiller with the pitch again. This time outside, and he'll walk. Put Brown on first. And another walk issued by Altmiller. His second since he came in. Bringing up Tyler Leak, the right fielder. Squares to bunt, lays it down on the first base side. First baseman picks it up. Nobody there. Pitcher did not get there. Ball gets away. Brown goes to third. Tyler Leak ends up a second on the overthrow. Probably going to record that a hit and a throwing error. They do post an error up. So 2 throwing errors so far. I don't know who they're going to give the error on, because the second baseman got to the ball, but nobody covered. Or the first baseman did, rather. Nobody covered the base. Pitch is called strike one. This is Maggio now at the plate. 2 men on, second and third. 1 out on the grounder. Change up way outside. Altmuller trying to throw that fancy pitch, the curve, change up, whatever they might call it, the slurve. I've heard it called different things, but ball kind of dances around, giving the catcher a little bit of a challenge. And that one got away from him all the way to the backstop. Run is going to score. That's going to be Brown that gets in and scores on the wild pitch. That's going to be the second error of the inning. And Leak is going to advance to third. Maggio still at the plate. Hits one high and to center field. Playable. And the runner will score from third as there's no play at the plate. So score Leak. And we now have 2 outs, bringing Andrew Plunkett to the plate. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the delivery. That's low. And inside. Plunkett has scored 3 times today. Very productive day for him. A double and 2 walks. Pitch is on the corner. Thought it was inside. Called strike. 2-2. So 2 outs. Pitch is outside. Full count now. Bases are empty. Swing and a hit right to the shortstop. Picks the ball up and throws to first to end the inning. So Plunkett is retired. Ends the Crusaders' half of the 8th inning as we go to the top of the 9th. 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 errors posted. Nobody left on base. 1 walk. And the score now is 10-5. Favor of the Crusaders. Last chance now for Pfeiffer, as they're going to bring up the middle of the lineup. Lambert, Marciano, and Rodriguez are scheduled. We'll see if there's any substitutions. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back in just one moment. Welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network. I am Dave Parson, working for God, broadcasting for Christ on the North Greenville Sports Network, along with Wilka Haley running the boards, Tiffany Goff on the camera. Kyle Cadlub still on the mound, trying to close this out for the Crusaders. First pitch to Lambert's called a strike. Second pitch right on the high corners, strike 2. Ball 1 called. Lambert with 1 hit today at 4 at-bats. Strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out, so he's had a productive day. That ball hit right back to Cadlub. Left-handed toss to first, and an easy out. That'll bring up Christian Marciano. Actually, I think there's a change. We'll get that information for you here in just 1 second. First pitch is low, ball 1. PA announcer announced number 11. Andrew Toney. Not sure if that's him at bat now or not. Strike 2 is called. High pitch, ball 1. 1-2 now, 1 out. Top of the 9th. Pitch is hit. Fouled back to the hill, back where the fans are. Still 1-2. Last chance for the Falcons in this game, game 1. Again, there will be a doubleheader tomorrow, but we're not going to broadcast it. Another foul back. We're going to be across the campus bringing you lacrosse, weather permitting. Hopefully nothing will come up tomorrow like it did today. That would have definitely spoiled our broadcast over there. Pitch is outside, ball. 2-2 now. Cadlub on the delivery. Swinging a hit, long hit, deep hit, and 1 hop off the wall in left field. The runner slides into first, second. Looked like he was struggling getting over there. Might have actually turned something when he made the turn at first. Not showing any possible injury, but that is number 11. Andrew Toney, a senior, at second base. Cadlub delivers home, strike 1. Cadlub taking his time now. Delivers way outside. Ball 2, strike 1. Again, 1 out on the grounder. Back to the pitcher. The catcher comes out to have a talk to the pitcher. It looks like he's having a issue with his spikes. Smith making sure everything's okay with Cadlub as he returns back behind the plate. Xavier Rodriguez now. Cadlub with the delivery. 2-2 the count. Delivery to Rodriguez is in the dirt. Runner cannot advance from second. That's Toney at second. Andrew Tunney with the double. Hard hit ball. Back to center field. Scalamaro picks up the ball, slips a little bit on the wet grass, but no advance by the runner. Two outs now in the top of the ninth. Last chance. Gage Gant is scheduled up. Gant has homered and scored twice today. 3 hits and a walk total for Gant on the day. Pretty productive day for him. Strike one. And here's the next pitch. Swung on and hit high to right field. And caught. And that will end the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. And that will be your ball game for a Friday night, Good Friday, April the 14th, 2017. Final score of the game, North Greenville Crusaders 10, Pfeiffer Falcons 5. Overall, a good night for the Crusaders. We do keep praying out now for our injury, and we hope to see Conor Grant back on the field just as soon as possible. Pfeiffer with 5 runs on 15 hits. They show 1 error. North Greenville, 10 runs on 14 hits, and they show 1 error. I thought there was 2 errors on the day, but apparently they called 1 back. Once again, we appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. The Crusaders will huddle up now and have a final prayer. And they'll prepare for games 2 and 3 tomorrow, beginning at noon. If you get a chance to come out to Ashmore Field, come on out. We'd love to see you. Once again, the broadcast team is going to be across the campus doing lacrosse as we're scheduled right now. So we appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. And that's going to close us out for this Friday night. Crusaders win 10-5. I'm Dave Parson, along with Will Cahaley on the controls. Tiffany Goff was running the camera. And we appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. Have a good holiday weekend. We'll see you back on here on the broadcast tomorrow. And go with God, He'll go with you. This has been a broadcast on the North Greenville Sports Network.